I've said it before and I'll say it again, ordinary people just don't want EVs. They realise that they are inconvenient and impractical as a replacement for a traditional internal combustion engine car, and they don't want to be bothered with range anxiety and charging times. But that hasn't stopped Tesla from selling millions of them, most of which seem to be parked in or around the North Shore of Sydney, given how many of the bloody things I see every time I go outside. Teslas were bought by the thousand by wealthy, environmentally conscious folk who wanted to signal their virtue for saving the planet. They're used to pootle about the city each day before returning to charge up overnight on their private driveways, or to hop between supercharging stations, which are the only half-decent public charging infrastructure. They almost invariably had a regular petrol or diesel car as well in the garage. I always thought there'd be enough of these folk to keep Tesla going, but even this demographic seems to be either shrinking or is saturated, as Tesla's deliveries fall for the first time since 2020. Welcome back to MGUY, British engineer and lawyer turned Sydney YouTuber. Please be sure to like, share and subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop a comment down below, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter X. The Wall Street Journal reports Tesla's quarterly deliveries fall for the first time since 2020. EV maker cites production setbacks for the sales drop, which is worse than Wall Street expected. Tesla reported its first year-over-year decline in quarterly deliveries since 2020, badly missing Wall Street's expectations and stoking further concern about the company's growth prospects this year. Elon Musk's electric vehicle maker delivered 386,810 vehicles globally in the first 3 months of 2024, down 8.5% from a year earlier. It was the company's lowest quarterly performance since the third quarter of 2022. The result was enough for Tesla to reclaim the title from China's BYD as the world's top electric vehicle seller on a quarterly basis, yet it is a troubling sign for the world's most valuable automaker and the overall EV market, where growth is slowing and automakers are recalibrating investment plans after finding consumers to be less enthusiastic about going electric than the companies had expected. The first quarter results rattled investors, sending shares down about 5% Tuesday. The company's stock has fallen 33% this year through Tuesday, making it the second worst performance in the S&P 500 index, ahead of only health insurer Humana. The softer-than-expected deliveries tally raises questions about underlying consumer demand and calls into question whether Tesla will be able to achieve even modest growth this year, Deutsche Bank analyst Emmanuel Rosner wrote in a note to investors. It will certainly be interesting to see how Tesla fares as cheap Chinese EVs start to flood into the market. There is certainly some saturation with early adopters all catered for and poor economic conditions and high interest rates putting off many buyers. One thing that Tesla cannot continue to do indefinitely is cut prices to stoke demand. Not only does this spook buyers who don't want to put down their cash only to find that the price is lower the week after, but also makes residual values plummet. The remainder of 2024 will be fascinating in terms of whether the EV craze, and that for Tesla in particular, has finally come to an end.